Hi friends, welcome to DTK Food and Travels. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Today we're making a turkey and mushroom chop steak. We're using a 90% lean ground turkey for this. So I went ahead and put that into a bowl and added one cooked potato that I just crumbled with my hands. It was one large potato that I boiled the day before, peeled it and just put it in the fridge and just went ahead and took it out when it was time to prep. Then to this you want to go ahead and add a small diced onion and just a few pinches of fresh basil if you have it. If not, dried is okay. Then 2 ounces of chopped mushrooms. It was a 4-ounce can and we're going to use 2 ounces of it. We're saving the rest for gravy. And then a few more ingredients. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I prefer the powder in this instead of the fresh garlic. And if you have some, you can go ahead and add a few flakes of celery leaf and some thyme. Just a pinch or so is fine. If you don't have those items, that's fine. You can leave those out. Then black pepper to taste. So if you like yours spicier, you can definitely add more black pepper. We added about a teaspoon. Then salt to taste. We added 1 teaspoon. And I also went ahead and added just a dash of allspice powder. Again, it's another item to make it taste better. You don't have to. If you have it, you can add it. And 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Okay, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. That's why I'm showing the bottle right there. And then 1 beaten egg. And you want to go ahead and mix it all together. Make sure it's well combined. And then you can make the patties into the size you want. I'm making oval shaped patties. So the type of patties you'd want to make is you have to look at how many people are in your family and how much do you think they'll eat. There's just 2 of us and this was more than enough for several meals for us for that week. I was able to make 6 oval shaped patties. I did not make all of them the same size because I do not like to eat a lot of meat. So I made some of them big and some of them medium to small size. So how much you'll end up getting will depend on your patty size. And the potato and the eggs that I added in here is for binding purposes. So if you don't like potato, you can add breadcrumbs or even oatmeal. And I have done that before. I had added rolled oats the last time I made it and it worked out fine. But I went ahead and decided to do potatoes this time because we had some fresh vegetables and I just wanted to make that as a side dish. I did not want an extra carb, so I thought I would just add the potatoes to the meat so that way we'll get some carbs in also. But I made this for dinner, so I didn't want a heavy carb dinner. We always try to keep dinner pretty light. So there are the 6 patties. And next, what we're going to do is go ahead and air fry it. I air fried it at 390 for 10 minutes on each side, and that was enough. So you want an internal temperature of 165 degrees if you're checking with the food grade thermometer. I had to do it in several batches because my air fryer probably would have held 3, but I would have had a hard time turning it, so I just did 2 at a time. Here I am flipping it, and then you want to cook it on the other side for 10 minutes or so. Every air fryer is different, so you have to figure out what is the correct temperature for your air fryer. In the wintertime, I usually will just put it in the oven and bake it, but I'm making this in the middle of summer and I don't want to heat up the whole house in the evening time. So that's why we did it in the air fryer. There it is, it's cooked, and then a few more patties to go, and it's all done. Your turkey mushroom chopped steak is ready. So for this, we're gonna go ahead and make a gravy also. For this, you need to go ahead and melt 2 tablespoons of butter, and to that add a small diced onion, and you just have to saute the onion, you don't have to brown it. And then to that, you want to go ahead and add the other half of the canned mushroom. Go ahead and saute that. I'm doing this on medium heat. Add a little bit of black pepper to taste, and the butter had salt in it, so I barely added anymore, just like a dash, because we don't like too much salt. Then you want to make a slurry using 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and a little bit of water, just enough to get it into a slurry. And then once the onions and the mushrooms are sauteed, you want to go ahead and add that. Cook that for a few minutes. Now the heat is on low. After I added the slurry, I reduced the heat to low because I wanted to cook nice and slow. And then you want to slowly add water as you go along. Don't add too much water all at once because you do not want that flour to clump up and cook unevenly. So I just went ahead and added water as I went along, and you just have to keep stirring it. There, it looks so yummy and it smells so good. If you want, you can use milk. And like I said, since this was for dinner and I already used butter in this, I did not want to add more milk to it. So this, just using the all-purpose flour and water, it tasted fine. It actually tasted pretty rich, I'm sure, because of the butter. But it wasn't too heavy, so it was a perfect meal for dinner. There, it's come to a boil, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. And then as a side dish, like I was saying earlier, we have a little vegetable garden, and we had a good yield of cucumbers this year. So we went ahead and picked a cucumber from our garden, and we had some fresh tomatoes also. And I used some of that basil from our garden, just made a little side salad using cucumber, tomato, and basil with some balsamic vinaigrette dressing. It was just the perfect side dish to this meal. There's the chopped steak with the gravy on it. It was delicious. Although this is a steak, since it was turkey and it was air fried, it did not feel heavy at all. It was just perfect. And one filled both of us up pretty good, one each. This is my little basil plant. Some bugs have been attacking it that time of the summer. There's my cat Beanie protecting my little tiny basil plant. There's the other guard cat Peanut. She's helping to protect the basil plant too. Thank you for watching, and please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel.